Welcome back. Week 7 starts here, the Maximum Metabolic Overdrive Athlean-X Training Camp. We're gonna hit it right away, guys. Total body workout. Again, we're gonna start with the legs, push it all the way through the upper body, tie everything together, muscle interaction at its best. We start off with our side step-ups. Again, dumbbells in your hands if you can handle them. On the side of the bench instead of directly behind it to do a forward step up, you come right here, lateral, up, and sort of drive across your body. So you drive down to the outside, up and across your body. Again, the important thing is arm action here. So if you're gonna compromise your arm drive because you're holding dumbbells in your hand, then don't use the dumbbells. I'd rather see you use a weighted vest if you have access to one, because then you can keep your hands free. But you do 3 sets of 12 on each leg. We go right down into our slick floor bridge curl, right? So we get down, kick those feet off, those shoes off. Keep your feet, guys. You need your feet for this. You're gonna come up into this high bridge position up here, then let your legs slide out, but don't lose your bridge as much as you can. You wanna try to keep yourself elevated right here. Slide it out, pull it back in. Slide it out and back in. It's like a closed chain variation on a normal hamstring curl, but again, more functional. Even have that eccentric component on the way out. So if we're gonna be doing hamstring curls, this is what I wanna see you do from now on. Next, we go into upper body Spider-Man push-ups. So we don't need to do the crawls forward and back. We're gonna stay right here with our push-ups and we're gonna take them to failure. So basically we're gonna be right up over our chest over our hands and between our hands. As we go down, one hand creeps forward and we open up that hip on that right side. We step it back, we go the other side. So again, asymmetric push-ups. Okay, back and forth, all the way to failure, 3 sets. Moving on, gotta start doing some overhead pressing, but why do just that when we can get a more explosive variation with our dumbbell clean and press? So again, arms down in front of us, up and up and press. Some of the clean, explosive, time the catch with the stomp. Jump, up and press. Okay, one more. Up and press. Drive everything up together. Don't break it down into parts because your body doesn't like to work in parts. It likes to work in one smooth, explosive motion. That's what you're gonna do for that exercise. Next, pull-ups. Again, we're hitting a bodyweight exercise like we did with the Spider-Man push-ups. So I don't like to assign rep ranges here because one person might struggle with 2 pull-ups, whereas another guy might be able to do 25 pull-ups, all right? So we're gonna do 3 sets to failure, regardless of whatever your number is. We hit up our pull-up bar. Again, try to pull all the way up to the top until your sternum, your collarbone hits right up on the bar. Okay, 3 sets to failure. Lastly, I'm coming over to my locker here. I'm gonna grab off one of my Athlean Elastex bands. Great, great tool, training tool, very inexpensive. You do a lot of bodyweight resisted movements here. This could actually be used to hang over the pull-up bar. I step in, right? Now I have an assisted pull-up. I could also do assisted push-ups with this. I could do a lot of MMA type workouts. So, very cool tool. We're gonna use it to train our rotator cuff with something I call an eccentric brake slammer. Basically, we get down onto the ground, we hook it around one of our feet, land our back. It goes around the knee as well. Okay, so inside, the knee's inside the band. Grab hold of the band and get your arm up in a 90-degree position. 90-degree bend at the elbow and up. Now, remember, the job of the rotator cuff is to externally rotate the shoulder. If I'm in here, that's external rotation. If I'm like this, that's external rotation. So just because of the way we orient the rest of our body, it's still the same component at the shoulder, which is external rotation. Well, the same way you would eccentrically work the biceps by slowing down, the return from a curl, we are gonna eccentrically challenge the rotator cuff by pushing our legs straight and pulling us into internal rotation so that the external rotators have to work really hard to prevent it from just snapping down, all right? So that's the concept, and here's the execution. Up here, slam the brake, and slow it down, okay? Return, slam the brake, and then slow it down. Again, fight that, slam it, fight that internal rotation. Just like that, okay? Very different, actually gonna feel a lot different because now we're sort of advanced to the point where we're training the rotator cuff, not just concentrically through regular exercises, but now eccentrically through things like this, all right? 2 sets of 8 on each arm. As you can see, things are changing all the time here. Every week we progress, things get a little bit more difficult, a little bit more advanced, but they're only things I know that you can handle. So yes, it might feel weird, might feel different, but push your body to accomplish them because you're gonna be overall better off at the start of next week than you were this week and each week thereafter. Let's keep it going, guys. Tomorrow, another Athlean Burst training. We're gonna sort of look back to our superhero idols, the Fantastic Four. We're gonna have our own variation on what that means to us. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.